people of the interwebs? This is the Parathin. I'm Christian Andrade.
And I am the coolest Shady.
And this is episode 2 of Meditation and Self-Enlightenment.
Yep.
Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to talk about this again. This is the second take we've done. I was worried about this.
Same.
We were like on the edge, like we were really getting into what we needed to say, and then it just cut off.
Fuck electronics, that's all I say.
Well, let's kind of work, like almost kind of like recap it with us and still explain it with you guys. So, okay. So where were we on this? So, that awareness.
Oh yeah.
That awareness is basically, for those of you who don't know, whatever you can conceptually feel, see, taste, right? It's not you who's tasting it, it's you who's perceiving it. And the thing was that so many people spend their entire lives looking for that. That is the first step, in my opinion, if I can kind of get people to do that. It's one of the first steps you can really take to gaining self-enlightenment, being self-aware, being gaining that intelligence above thought. Once you cut off that constant stream of thought, you can connect with that. You can't connect with that if you're always thinking, And I was explaining to him about how many people in this world actually know this, which is was 1,000 million. No, that's a bit too big. 10 million. That is so small of a number. There are 7 billion people on this earth, and only 10 billion know this almost uncommunicatable truth. And he laughed. He smirked a little.
No.
And then I was telling him, basically, what that was joy at its most pure and condensed level. Also something people search their entire lives to find. So, it's insane, really. That is what joy is. People will think, oh, this is it, or they won't even notice it at all because it's just so simple. It's stupidly simple. And because people like to overcomplicate things, no matter who you are, the mind likes to do that, it will, make it harder to find because it's so simple. When people really get into this sometimes, when you get deep in it, you'll start to feel different emotional reactions from yourself. Some people will not like it. But what that is in your mind, the mind is a system. It's got blind spots. So when you come in contact with one of those blind spots, the psyche hates it. It doesn't like it. But when you go more towards it, not resisting, after the pain, that mental block pain, it's bliss. You start to see and notice things differently. You begin to become more aware. You get to notice why people are acting a certain way, or that they're acting a certain way. You'll begin to notice behaviors in yourself. You'll start to speak slower. You'll start to notice the gaps in between the words. And when you're focused and tapped in enough to that, when you don't need to wait for anything, when you're just in the moment, you love those gaps. Silence can be peace. But some people, they get so, needing for some form of stimulation that they just they can feel anxiety from it. If you know what I'm talking about, like they can't, everyone is always on their iPad or on their they're doing something, they're talking to someone, they're on their phone, they're drawing, they're thinking about something. It even happens when you try to go to sleep. Those times when you're up all night and you can't go to sleep because you're thinking about something, whether it be good or bad. And most times when it's bad, that's basically your mind torturing you. You can't stop thinking about it. And it's depriving you of sleep.
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel a little bit? Kind of getting that feeling.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel like it's kind of cold. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I feel like we're onto something. Just get off your iPads and everything like that, or you're gonna miss something. Try something new, especially enlightenment and meditating and all that.
Yeah. Now that I'm giving you this, how do you feel that will affect your meditation?
I think it's gonna make it better. Some nights, like I talked to you over Facebook, I think it was, my head just gets all clouded and everything like that. I just can't think or anything like that.
But when you just take a second to calm down, focus on the silence, and this is the biggest thing that you can do to get started with your meditation. This is a good thing to start your meditation, and then just focus on it the entire time. There are many different forms of meditation. Hear the silence. Hear what you're not hearing, if that makes sense. Then focus that you're aware of that. And just do that for like an hour or more, It can be a beautiful thing. Hello, people in the webs, or goodbye. This has been Christian Andrade with The Power Within.
And the Cooler Shady.
And we are out.
Peace.